currently I'm just working on getting all of the stream stuff ready for our match. So don't forget, everybody here, if you like them, if you like how they do, be sure that you go and support the individual streamers. You know, we're getting a pretty awesome community these days, and it's just good to see how everybody in the community is doing. Okay. No! No! Why am I dumb? Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I'm just trying to set things up, and I accidentally deleted what I just set up. Thank you very much, my brain, for being a total jerkbag. It's okay. We're doing this. Oh my gosh, hello everyone! Welcome, Soraya! Come join. What game is it? I'm trying to think, are we allowed to announce it yet? Oh, Bangera is going to be doing game audio only. Perfect. I don't want to get the wrath of Cadus. So I'm waiting to hear from him if we are good saying. I think we probably are. Let's see. Ah, okay. Oh no, you heard an explosion? Well, that's not good. Hopefully that's fine. Well, so the game that we have right now, I'm just taking a look. Chinese Rockman X3, or it's just Rockman. Ah, not W-R, R-O-C-K-M-A-N, so it's actually kind of spelled correctly. Rockman X3 for the Game Boy Color. Corco, thank you for subbing. Oh my gosh. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, Inspector Gadget is definitely a game. If anybody ever wants to play Inspector Gadget. Let's see, Cadus, do we need Corndan to set up for this? I think that's going to be our question of the day. Are we going to need Corndan to step in? There we go. I think that looks good. Just working on getting everything ready over here. Thanks to Kate, they're playing a less broken version? What? Oh, no. So wait. Professor Ness, what you're saying is you had a pretty terrible version, and you're not going with that. Well, okay, I can buy that. That's fine. That's fine, Mr. Professor Ness. But yeah, everybody, these games are going to be pretty darn terrible. Absolutely. Oh yeah, this music. It's Mega Man music, okay? Mike, I got a really good time in Back to the Future. I want you to know right now.
In here now in advance of the game. Hopefully, I hope I still keep hearing you, bro.
Let's see. I hear you, Professor Ness. Let me crank your audio a bit. There we go. That's probably going to be good.
Yeah, so the version I had was 2 rights a very bad version, but it was so bad that the save system was completely not there, and as a result they had released it with all the stages completed and all the boss weapons acquired and all the power-ups acquired.
Oh, baby.
So also had the damage on everything cranked much, much higher. So I quickly retested the more accurate to original developer intent version that Kate found. I was a little bit worried about assigning this version if they hadn't rebalanced it, but it looks like they've rebalanced it enough that I can take away that advantage of having all of the boss weapons from the start.
Nice. Well, good. I'm excited about this. Okay. I believe I see one person currently streaming.
One person currently streaming as well, although my multi-Twitch still assumes that Xploud... Okay, it looks like Xploud is now in my channel.
Awesome!
It sounds like Xploud has not played this, so we're still going ahead with...
I was going to say,
DX3.
I would be surprised if anybody had played this before.
As mentioned on the, I can't remember the name of the site. There was an old school 90s, early 2000s, an Ever Strategies Hints site that I actually contributed a bit to, and the webmaster had heard of this one and had played it. So anyone who was really into Mega Man and on the internet in the 90s when emulation was just becoming a thing and we were learning about all the games that were too good for US release or European release, there's a chance that someone might have heard of it and played it, and I think I saw some comments going by in chat from people potentially recognizing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I suppose you would know better than me when it comes to this territory. Aw, Nightbot knows what game we're playing.
Ooh,
Nightbot, I'm so
fancy.
happy. Okay, Explode Your Ear appears to be going live right now. Good. Corndan, as it turns out, we probably do not need you to stream. It looks like we have all 4 players. Is that right? Mr. Professor NES?
We have all players, as in all players have checked in and agreed that they have not played it before. I am still only seeing... Okay, now I see 3 live.
Okay,
Bangara just... Proton John.
That's okay. Proton John will go live probably in just a second, is what I guess. He usually is pretty much right on the time with stuff, so I'm not concerned. Okay. So yeah, I'm glad that, you know, it seems like all the game masters have games that I've never heard of. This is one of those. And it's just exciting to see what you all come up with.
If anyone is watching a multi-Twitch right now, the game does have a fairly impressive intro sequence. It actually looks like it should be a good game.
Oh, yeah.
And then you start playing it, and it's still like it should maybe be a good game. And then you actually have to control anything and do anything, and you start having regrets. Red Queen Belly's point, yes, this is a blind race, and please don't spoil it for the runners. There will be things that we're talking about in voice chat.
Oh, yeah.
Mentioned in stream chat.
Uh-oh, are people getting timed out? Time me out then, please. Yep. I like it. Okay, it looked like the stream started...
Your stream just spun a little bit, bro. I'm not seeing... Okay, now I'm seeing content on Xploud's stream.
Okay, gotcha. I'm not too worried that... Well, I don't know. When I was typing something, the stream decided to be like, hey, let's freak out a little bit. So, rule number 1, I'm not going to type ever again. No, it's okay. I'm currently working on getting everything set up. It looks like we have 3 out of 4 of our players up and captured.
That was odd. Xploud was somehow emulating a cartridge not found Game Boy boot up. I'm not entirely sure how that happens, but it looks like Xploud is now into the game.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, to chat's point, this is not Mega Man Extreme. Mega Man Extreme, in my opinion, is quite a good game, quite a good series, particularly for the hardware. This would like to be Mega Man Extreme.
Oh, for sure, yeah. This is a bootleg? No, no way it's a bootleg. We never have bootlegs here.
It is a bootleg, but at least it is not a bad hack of a bad rip of a bootleg.
Oh, baby.
Which is what it was going to be up until about 20 minutes ago.
Well, that's exciting. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, it looks like... Huh, is Proton John going live yet?
I have not seen Proton John go live. I just hit play on his stream just in case, but it doesn't look like it is playing, so I assume he is not live yet.
Gotcha.
I'll be getting to hear some... I would have said that the music for this game was at least not bad, but it turns out that the version I've been playing for the past 10 years is not the same soundtrack as the quote-unquote correct original version.
Gotcha.
At first, there was the hypothesis that was just what I had was simply a bad rip of the original, but given that they changed up the entire soundtrack, there was definitely some hacking involved.
Yeah. Okay, I see what's going on with my computer. Let me see what I can do in order to make it run better. Hold on. I gotta close my Bitcoin miner here. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's not a very good joke. Nah, I think it's a me issue, so I'm trying to get that fixed. I think as soon as I get this... You know what? Let me push this live. I'm going to close the extra window. Maybe that's going to help. Hello, everybody. We are working on getting everything ready to go.
Welcome here.
Oh yeah, just waiting currently for Proton John to go live.
And to confirm we're listening to Banger's audio. Oh. Did I lose Brossentia, or
No,
did
I'm
the
here.
stream? Okay.
Hello. Hey, Arrowmine, thank you for the sub.
Audio that we're going to be listening to here. It looks like, now that I see it on your stream, so I will turn that on my multi-Twitch, just so I am up to date with all of the commentary.
Awesome. Awesome possum. Okay. Proton John said, whoops, 1 sec. Okay, he's gonna go live in just a minute.
Wait. How would Kuso coins work anyway? The more you accumulate, the less value you have?
Sounds about right.
They have to be sourced from China or Russia or somewhere to qualify?
Sure. I don't know. I would probably... Yeah, Russian would be pretty good. Let's see.
Actually, if it was truly based on like blockchain technology, that would mean a bunch of other people using Kuso coin would be exposed to every Kuso coin through the system.
Oh, spooky.
Okay, now I see.
Good.
I'm live.
Good. There we go.
One player playing Star Wars Battlefront, one player playing Dota, one player playing Rhyme, and one player playing nothing, but it's roughly approximating what this game is.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me go ahead. Still playing around, making sure we get everything ready. Just a little bit. Proton John is going live, and it looks like he is just about ready to start. That looks like a game.
On all 4 streams.
Oh yeah.
Only 5 minutes late.
Oh, it's fine, Professor Ness. It's fine. Okay, currently working on getting everything going here. It looks like we're pretty close to good. Maybe Proton John's down here. And yeah, I think that we're ready to roll.
Actually, I'm pretty sure 48K modems did exist. I don't remember what the exact number was, but I think that sounds like the right value for the top-end-ish phone modem day when that's what I had for internet. But maybe I was just getting 48K through AOL on my 56K modem.
Sweet.
You're right there.
Oh, thank you, Cadus. Let me go ahead and get rid of that. I always make some sort of mistake when I'm getting everything ready. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yes, we have a 4-way race going up between everybody. Oh no!
Bangir's internet is maybe having problems. I'm still hearing Bangir's audio.
Yeah, it looks like it's cutting out occasionally, but he's gonna lower the bitrate. Okay. That's fine. So as soon as I get confirmation from Proton John and Bangir's back, then we will go ahead and start this race. Everybody, I am super excited to see how this all goes. Ah, Professor Ness. This game looks like like something special.
I would not be surprised if we get a couple salty runbacks out of this.
Oh, really?
It's not a bad game to play if you have unlimited use of freeze states. Not too traumatizing to go and test all of the stages.
Gotcha.
Competitive settings, no.
Okay, as soon as Bangera is here, I do not see Bangera quite live yet. I'm sure they're going live in just a second.
I'm live on your stream, which probably means that my stream of your stream is backed up a bit. Or you're just holding on a aim of when Bangera did have a stream going.
Yeah, that was what was happening for a bit there.
Bangera says he's good. I still don't see anything. Stream.
Okay, I'm letting them know. It looks like everybody is ready. Just as soon as Bangera is live again, we can get rolling.
And now I see Bangera back.
Awesome! Okay, I am doing the countdown right now. Wish them the best of luck, because they are going to be going head-to-head in this fantastic, beautiful game, Rockman X3. And actually Rockman, not fake Rockman. Okay. As soon as I see someone stream move, or as soon as I see someone enter a stage and move, I will start our timer.
Last character on the title screen before the 3 was, in fact, Man. So it might literally be the Chinese characters for Rockman. They are all... I did say that the boss order that I suggested was no longer relevant. And a boss order back when they had all weapons to begin with, just to make it easier to track. Looks like they are all going to Fire Stage anyway, which I am very happy with, because Fire Stage is probably the holy of the stages.
It's probably the one.
Thanks in no small part to the fireballs. By the way, you see everyone dashing? This game has double tap to dash. It also has down B to slide.
Oh baby, double tap to dash.
It also has a habit of dropping inputs. Guess which inputs it likes to drop?
Oh geez, I don't know all of them. Am I getting Comcasted right now, by the way?
Maybe. I am seeing a little bit of spinning on your stream.
Okay.
We have Bangera at the first boss. Is considerably in the good version. You take a lot more damage, and the only way I found to reliably get past most of the sub-bosses was to spam them with special weapons. But it looks like Bangera is using the strategy that I was able to successfully employ in my quick playtest, just face tank the damage and spam ones.
Gotcha. Let's see.
unlike, I think, in the Extreme series, you can actually back-scroll these levels, which is sophisticated than I would have expected from a Chinese bootleg.
Yeah.
Overall, I would say the background art, an A. I would say the stage layout as far as terrain is almost even a B. The stages are pretty well differentiated. Enemy design, kind of a C. Enemy placement, D, D minus.
Okay,
Is basically a shotgun into a dartboard. Just because a bunch of shots hit home does not mean there was not also a lot of overspray.
You know what? I'm
Like
just...
ladders. For instance, Socrates just found the ladder glitch. Of a foot anywhere in the same time zone as a ladder, you will climb down whatever you are aligned with. It may not be the ladder.
Yeah, let's see. I'm just trying to figure out... I think there's something on my end that's causing stuff to be
Is coming up
laggy on the
base.
stream. What's that?
Curious which direction Bangera is going to go. Okay, he's going right. He is going to a thing that exists in this version that does not exist in the... But... Okay, you got helmet. Now you're back at the title screen. A stage complete. That was a
Nice.
item get. Stage complete.
Okay, let's see. I may have been able to get the stream going normally again, so let's see what other people think. Does it look like we're good now?
I'm seeing your stream fairly smooth right now, although I did just refresh it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I found out what was happening, and it's stupid Back to the Future. Everybody blame Back to the Future, okay, right now. Go punch it in the face. But yeah, it's fixed.
But what if Back to the Future was your father? If you punch your father in the face and he ends up not having you as a kid, then...
Well...
I'm sure you'd want to punch Back to the Future.
Okay, it looks like apparently I cut their lives off on the game, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to do some improvisation. Well, it's just that from the title screen, for some reason, there were a couple small black bars. So let's go ahead and keep going, Professor Ness. I'll get this fixed. It'll take a little while, but I'll get it fixed.
Right, so you're leaving the stream with me, so...
Oh yeah,
you are seeing multiple different stages going on now, and they're all reasonably pretty. Pitfalls are definitely instant death. You can also wall grab where there's maybe a wall somewhere nearby, but not necessarily where you are.
Yeah.
Some of these spikes that look like instant death are not, in fact, instant death, but there is no clear indicator of which ones are and which ones aren't to get on stage.
Yeah, So some of them just hurt you?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Amazing enemy placement. Like, you enter a screen and you immediately get hit and there's no way to avoid it. On the one hand, enemies do drop H-tanks and S-tanks. On the other hand, those restore only half of a respectively. Ooh, the sub-boss that Bangera is on, coming up to on the Rose stream right now. I have not found any way to avoid this boss's attacks. The strategy that I found was to just spam him with specials. Tom just got equipped for head and got kicked back out to the level select.
Oh no!
I do not know what the equips do. Honestly, the moveset didn't seem to be very different between the game where I had all the gear to start and this version of the game where I didn't. Other than I was taking a lot less damage in this version, I guess. Although I didn't quickly locate the armor capsule to see if it did affect damage.
Yeah.
All players are pretty much tied since nobody has beaten any bosses. We might tie-break by who found the head item first. But ooh, we see... Actually, no. Socrates is just reaching the Sky Boss. Equip for heads. And I'm probably commentating about 10 seconds ahead of on stream, but...
So is life. That's okay. We're getting everything set up at this point so that you can see the HUD. Hopefully it looks worthwhile doing this.
According to Bootleg Wiki, which music was stolen from an earlier bootleg? Because the soundtrack in this version is completely different from the soundtrack I'm used to.
Oh, really?
So, except for the boss music. I recognize this boss music. It may still be in contest for the lead here, if you can... Before Socrates beats his boss.
Okay, yeah, Bangera is currently fighting the boss. Socrates heading on to this next boss as well.
Retrying Fire Stage.
Okay, yeah, Proton John is on to a dinosaur. Now, who's beaten a boss in this game so far?
Okay, Bangera is the only one who has beaten a boss, and we will now be able to see that on the team.
Come on, Bangera!
All bosses start beaten cleared.
Nice.
Now, one thing I did notice is this version shot was only a level 2 charge, whereas the...
Really?
And because apparently the arm adapter at least does something, gives you a larger shot and the ability to charge weapons, probably.
Yeah, I like this little swooping bird here on Socrates. It looks like this boss is going down. No! Socrates! Hitting 0 life right towards the end. Ooh, that's rough.
I really could swear that everything dealt a lot more damage in the version that I'm used to, which meant that in some areas the most viable strategy was just grinding enemies for life refills.
Yeah,
I off on every screen.
That. Okay, it looks like they're still confirming the game for the next match. But yeah, I'm enjoying this so far.
Least broken, most playable of the 3 games that I had queued up for this match.
Wait, so. This is the least broken of them?
This isn't even my final form.
Good to
Special
know.
A picked out for round 5.
Yeah, I don't know, do you enjoy this game, Professor Ness?
I actually enjoy the not broken version of this game. As I said, I kind of enjoyed the broken version as long as I was able to play it with dates.
Yeah. Oh, well, Explode Your Ear is currently fighting a dinosaur. Okay. Poor dinosaur, you know. Apparently it's Mega Man's fault that they got extinct. This bod boss, Bird boss. There we go. Sorry.
Good. Bird boss down.
Good. Good.
Currently in the lead, followed by Socrates.
Well, good. Yeah, it looks like Socrates is on to the forest here. Proton John taking on the boss in the fire stage. Let's see how he's able to do. Which of the bosses do you think is easiest to begin with?
Boss pattern easiest is probably Ice Boss, since Ice Boss is a very stays on the ground.
Okay.
Pretty graphics in the forest stage that Socrates is on.
Are they stolen though?
Bass animated in the background. If they're stolen, I don't know where they're stolen from. I mean, I would not be surprised if they are stolen. This is a Chinese bootleg.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, you know, you can still compliment them for stealing really good assets, I guess. Okay, well, I think everything is going well on my end so far. Proton John is on to a new stage. Did he beat a boss as well? No, it looks like he might have game over.
Attention.
I believe he took a game over against the fire boss. Which, it's weird. It seems like when the bosses attack, it doesn't really matter where you are. You have a good chance of getting hit.
Okay, so Proton is in a part of a stage that I have never seen, because as well as starting with all of the stages complete, a couple of the stages in the version I'm used to started with the flagged permanently, so you would always start from stage just before the sub-boss.
Yeah.
Never bothered to backtrack through the stage to see the very beginning.
Wait, you would start in the middle of the stage? Oh my gosh, I love it. So great.
Actually, you would start in the middle of the stage, like the room before the sub-boss. If you died, you would be respawned at the previous gate. You would actually restart a little bit further back, but still not at the proper start of the stage.
Well, that's something. Oh, geez. Okay, Proton John currently going through a falling section here.
In chat that at least one of the versions of this game has invisible projectiles. That would be a thing.
Yeah, here's the deal. Explode Your Ear was up on the wall like 10 feet above the projectiles and still got hit.
I did not find a good way to avoid the projectiles of Fire Boss.
Fire Boss is just gonna hit you.
Did a freeze state and spammed him with special weapons until he died.
Oh yeah. Wow.
It's like the hitboxes on those shots are a thing.
This game has hitboxes. Yeah. It might be good to face a different boss other than the fire boss. I think Proton John decided to do that to see if he could make some headway. Bangera is trying to use one of these weapons to deal more damage to the fire boss.
I would actually kind of recommend they use charge shots. I don't see charge shots, but...
And there goes Bangera.
I think weapon with the arm power-up shot did 3 ticks. Most special weapons did 2 ticks, and a lemon did 1 tick. So if they're only using lemons, then they are... And the bosses have ridiculous iframes.
Yeah.
Then they are not getting the most out of...
Wow, those iframes, they last an eternity.
Point out, I don't think it was fixed in this version. It might have been, but at least in the version I'm used to, you can be holding the charge button as you do a screen transition, but your charge will not across the screen. So every time you change screens, you have to start your charge all over again.
Gotcha. Oh, jeez. Sorry, occasionally I'm just dropping out to sneeze a whole bunch. Allergy season, man. It's wrecking me.
We still have Bangera followed by Socrates, and if Proton did beat a boss, he is in third, otherwise we are... And although we may have to go back and check the VODs to see who got to first.
I don't believe he's beaten a boss, but let's see. Socrates is fighting this ugly dude. He's got missiles.
So I think 4 spikes were not one-hit kill.
Oh, they're not?
4 spikes will hit you if you are even close to them, because there are some areas where the floor is on the same level as the spikes.
Fun.
Boss that Socrates is right now, the robot sub-boss, that was like the only sub-boss where the timing right, I could actually avoid his attacks.
Yeah.
You kinda do, although I don't know the exact timing when he uses his missiles, and you absolutely don't want to stand around when he goes up and tries to body you.
Oh yeah, I can
The plant boss was really obnoxious, seemed to be very tanky, and only really died to the thunder weapon with the main shot, and then hit it with the 2.
Yeah, I
don't know if Bangera is going to be able to lemon clear.
I think this is going to work just fine for Bangera, hiding in the corner. Explode your ear using the same strat. There's really not enough time to react to the projectiles, honestly. And I'm not sure if there's a good way to
sub-bosses,
dodge.
you cannot dodge their attacks at all. So all you can really do is and fill your HP, grind ahead of time to collect H-tanks, and then just and hope for the best.
I love it, forced grinding. Huh! I saw that Proton John did not climb directly on one of the stairs, or one of the ladders. That's interesting. I'm wondering... There are probably some glitches in this game.
Proton is seeing a cracked wall. I have not seen that cracked wall. I think, again, it was in part of the stage before I could even get to in the broken version, but I have all the weapons with all of the armors and charge shot on all the weapons. I could not find a weapon that could break cracked walls. So,
Just so you know,
the cracked walls are not decorative.
we do have the next game announced. Or, no, I'm gonna announce it. The next game is a game called Total World 3. It's also known as Cave Dude. I like Cave Dude. Hey, I'm a cave dude. We go chill in a cave. So get excited. Yeah, this is definitely a bootleg game, chat. I think Proton John may be doing a little bit of grinding here. Or, I don't know. Okay, he got some help.
Finally passed the plant boss.
Nice.
Also, enemies placed where you just cannot hit them without a charge shot.
Also
or without
nice.
a special. And Gara has realized he does need to grind for power-ups, that the grind against is really kind of a troll.
Okay, it looks like Proton John is doing fine against this boss. Just taking it slow. You can still get
Man was not
hit, I
too
guess.
bad. I guess that's the thing.
Wait. They can
And
just
we have
jump into you and they don't
Roadblocks
hit
Cloud.
you? Is that right? Do they not, like, have any contact damage when the bosses run into you?
No. I assumed there would be contact damage, but I was not when I was going through testing.
Well, Proton John has killed that boss. I believe that's his first victory.
And then solidly in third, and if Exploud beats Woodman, then...
Why is there a Z? What does the Z mean on the select screen?
I don't know what the Z means, but that is the teleporter stage, so that is the...
Ah, gotcha. Are there only 7 bosses then?
Maybe 6 bosses, and then the refights, and then the final Sigma stage.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, Bangera is
Final
on to a
Sigma
boss.
may also be a little bit bugged. It looked like it was supposed to have 2 phases, but I don't know whether it's just a death animation or whether it like died because I had a shot in its hitbox when it spawned, or did not end up having to fight a second stage of the final boss. It just kind of way. It doesn't look like we are on track to see, and if everyone's only a sixth of the way through the game, we are a third of the way through our time, but
yeah, we have 37
happen.
minutes left. Still a good amount of time. Bangera.
And Bangera's got this. Okay,
wow.
So Bangera, I think, still in the lead.
Yeah, Bangera is definitely in the lead. Proton John, I feel like he had a little bit of a slow start here, but he's starting to understand how these levels work a little bit better.
Sunshine, since you weren't here at the start, this is double tap to dash, down B to slide, or anywhere near a ladder, you end up climbing up or down the wall or the empty space adjacent to it.
Oh yeah.
It drops inputs with some frequency. Enemy spawns that are just absolute troll. Indeterminate whether death spikes are death spikes or just damage spikes. E to slide, double tap to dash. Think you can jump out of the slide, and in some places I was having trouble reversing direction on the slide. In some cases, wall grab the air adjacent to a wall if the platform is thin enough.
I kinda like this music.
I recognize this music, so it might not have been all of the stage themes that got redone.
Okay. Yeah, Socrates taking a lot of damage from weird monkey dude.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
Proton has discovered those spiky enemies in the ground cannot be hit until they come up.
Wow.
Have a 1 frame window to hit them before they hit you when they do come up, because they don't come up until you are essentially where their hitbox will be come up out of the ground.
You get a 1 frame window?
Real narrow.
Wow. Okay, that is kind of amazing. Socrates found a save.
Enemies that look a lot like them, only fatter in another stage, and those enemies can be hit when they are on the ground.
Gotcha.
So
is this game fairly close to the original X3, or is it significantly different? Like, I'm thinking back, I can't remember much of X3.
it is not at all like Big Man X3, apart from weapon up. Or the armor platforms look like the mecha platforms in SNES X3, and the tanks look like the mecha ships in X3 for SNES.
John is wrecking this boss here. Okay, boss is down. That may move Proton John up in rankings, actually.
Socrates has 2 weapons. Bangera, I know, has 2 stages cleared. Proton is still in third, unless that was his third
That was his
clear.
second.
Nope, so still in third. Unless Exploud made progress when I wasn't looking. Still in the lead with another boss kill.
Yeah, I don't believe he has. Socrates, taking a death from Spiky Dude again.
My old jank version, you could shoot through the drum on the Socrates is on. It looks like in this version you cannot shoot through that drum.
Well, that's nice.
Also fixed the art on those yellow...
Oh, you can with that power-up, though, the icicle one.
So that might be what I remembered. Strategy on all these sub-bosses was, just spam boss specials.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Tell. The light bar and really avoid their attacks. So.
Wow, it's when he does the ram attack, the Spiky Dude, it doesn't seem like there's any way to really dodge it. Oh, Socrates manages to kill Spiky Dude! Wow.
To refresh Socrates' stream then.
Do it! Yeah, this place doesn't look
pretty
nice.
level. Just looking at a screenshot of this game, you would think it was a pretty decent game.
Yeah, if you just look at a screenshot, it looks like it's okay. It's obviously not. There we go, Socrates. Unfortunately, I believe that's a game over. Yeah, they have 2 stages clear. So since they did that before Proton John, they're currently in 2nd, Proton John in 3rd, Explode Your Ear in 4th. Bangera fighting Spiky Dude right now.
Bangera carrying 6 lives into...
Wow.
Let's see if he has any life tanks stored up. So yes, they only refill half your meter, but since they drop from enemies, it is perfectly legit to grind enemies until they drop tanks until you get comfortable that you can just...
Explode Your Ear. I think back to the boss. Bangera taking a death. Not really any way to avoid that. The boss is kind of a butt. Also, everybody, welcome to my chat where timeouts are given out like candy. Not very good candy, you know, the kind that your grandma probably puts in your stocking in Christmas, you know? That kind of candy. So, sorry, you're gonna get a lot of it.
Mr. Zenith has a point. Violets are blue, Steamroller, Steamroller, I love you.
Aw, Steamroller Steve, I like it. Bangera is using the icicle attack, trying to move on to Sparky Spark.
Bangera also has more boss weapons, so the strategy of just spamming with boss weapons is going to be a lot more valid.
Oh yeah.
As for Socrates.
Oh my gosh, Bangera, you're so close to death! Bangera! Don't die! No, the leaf does nothing!
Actually, kind of useful for a number of normal enemies that are above where your regular attack box is. A Proton just beat another boss.
Nice! That moves Proton up to 2nd, at least.
So Socrates is still on only 2 bosses complete.
Sweet.
Not in 1st, Bangera got 3 weapons before Proton did.
Oh, this is
only
beautiful.
2, then Proton is in 2nd now.
Nice. Well, good. Good job, John. Proton did indeed catch up to Bangera. Bangera is still in the lead since they've managed to beat the bosses before John.
I will also say I don't know where the other armor capsules are. I knew where the one in fire was because I had found it and gotten ejected from the stage. Because I did not see any other forms anywhere in the game to my memory, so unless they were hidden in the first halves of the stages that I couldn't...
It looks like those spikes are insta-death.
If this version of the game does not have all of the armors accessible, it is past Steamroller Steve, but...
Okay.
Yikes.
So I'm just trying to take a little bit of a look to see what the stakes are here. Here's the deal, because... Oh my gosh. Jeff, which number or letter group are you? I forget.
The armor capsules, at very least the weapon, the arm cannon upgrade, is I know in this version your regular full charge shot smaller than it was in the version that I'm used to, where you did start with the arm upgrade.
So at this point, just to let everybody know, Proton John has had 3 first place victories. One of those was a tie, specifically against Bangera. So I would say, just looking at this, he is currently in the lead for his group. So big thing, if he can get a victory here, he will move on to the bracket stage. Bangera has had a 2nd place and a 1st place. Socrates has had a 1st place and a 3rd place. And it looks like Explode Your Ear is actually the one lagging behind a little bit. He's gotten a 2nd place and a 4th.
Found a thing. Bangera found that Laser Beam breaks cracked blocks in stage. So Bangera is seeing rooms that I have not seen on the way to, I don't know, maybe one of the... or maybe just a shortcut. Okay, so he did find another armor capsule, but he is noping out of that armor capsule, which is probably a wise choice, unless that is the weapon capsule. If that is the weapon capsule, then he is making a bad mistake, because they are quite useful as far as damage.
Let's see. Proton John through Spiky Dude. Bangera taking a little bit of damage. Right now, it's sort of a question, will Bangera or Proton John beat the next boss first? Socrates is on to this shooty dude. It looks like he's taking a lot of damage, though, so I think he's not going to beat it this time.
Socrates does have a number of lives stockpiled, so as long as he gets the boss's pattern down, special weapons, which will do, I think, at least 2 points of damage. Well, yeah, if the boss only gets 1 point of damage on him and he gets 2 points of damage on the boss every cycle, he should have this.
Oh, that would be awesome. Okay, Bangera, yeah, it's looking hopeful. I'm liking the color of the armor right there as well. Also, looks like if you're standing in the boss's sprite, you're pretty safe.
Yeah, it might be that they're only testing... Oh, and Socrates cleared another stage, so he's
nice.
Up to 3. It might be that they only test for collision while things are actually moving, or it might be that some bosses literally do not have damage boxes.
That might be true, but Bangera is holding onto the lead right now, moving on to the next stage with 4 stages completed. Proton John has completed 3, and so has Socrates. Explode Your Ear moving on to the next boss. They've beaten 2, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No, only 1. Explode only has 1 special weapon.
Okay, gotcha. Well, let's see if the leaves help out here. Okay. He's dealing a good amount of damage, though, to this boss at this point, so I'm thinking Explode Your Ear is going to finish this boss in just a second.
Spam leaves too hard. Like, he only has one leaf left at this point. Okay, and
Get equipped for body! Oh, baby.
body. Previous, because without the armor, everything was dealing less damage. If the armor is now going to make him take more damage, I would honestly not be surprised if that is the case.
That the armor will cause him to take more?
Yeah, because I could swear... no, it looks like he is only taking one tick, so...
Okay.
Everything dealt more damage in the version of the game that I've been playing.
Gotcha.
That said, I'm not sure if the armor is doing anything to help him, but... it's not completely broken.
He's only taken 1 or 2 damage at this point, so I think it's helping.
If he's taking more, he's just got a life pickup.
Okay, so great's on to... oh, it's... like, I've seen this before, but it's a cute Stegosaurus. I like this guy.
Robot boss that Banguera is on, this is a good opportunity to just spam Leaf and spam Spark, both of which will hit the bosses.
Oh, yeah.
Without really trying.
Okay,
There is a nice little bit of side strategy to knowing what your special weapons do and when to make the most use of them. They do seem to refill every death.
Socrates made it through the mini-boss with not much health left, to be honest. And Banguera finishes that boss off too. Wow.
Although I think he had to pop an H-tank to do it.
Proton John facing Spiky Bro. Oh boy. I don't like this guy. He's a jerk. Okay, I'm just taking a look.
Strategy from Banguera. Knowing that he does have a weapon that attacks downwards and can hit that thing, the enemy that was below him.
Okay, Proton John
strategy there.
finishes Spiky Bro with 1 bar of health left. Wow, very nice, Proton John. Luckily,
John using a health tank.
Yeah, is it like other X games where you get extra health, like when you collect it, that it goes into the tank?
They're like Mega Man E tanks and W tanks, only they only restore half of a bar instead of a whole bar.
Nah, well, I was gonna say nice, but not nice, but nice.
The nice thing about them is that they are, as I said, regular enemy drops, so if you grind enough, then you can collect a full stock of them.
The more that I'm watching this game, the more I know there have to be some really fun glitches in it.
Socrates, have you not fallen for that yet? Socrates has not fallen for that yet.
Equipped for head!
Socrates is the 4th player to fall for trap.
But he got equipped for head. So it kicks you out of the stage. Does it actually give you anything worthwhile?
Head part, I do not know what the head part does. Again, I'm not noticing any difference in having and not having the head part.
Yeah, I don't know.
Things that it might be, I don't know. It might be energy reduction on weapons, any head breakable blocks.
I like those little spiky... I guess Proton John is in Spike Land. That's basically what this is. Just spikes everywhere. Enemies are spikes.
Coming up on Ice Boss. Okay, at Bagheera's pace, we may actually possibly see an endgame.
Interesting.
He's on the 5th boss, and he's almost certainly it, since this is a nice, slow. He has multiple lives and multiple life tanks.
This boss seems pretty calm.
I mean, he has one full stage with boss to complete, and then the refights, which are kind of short, and then the final stage, which is short. And we have 20 minutes left, so...
Oh, baby. So yeah, for everybody who's coming here, we're all pretty much lovers of bad video games, you know. It's not necessarily that we just want people to suffer. Yeah, explode your ear heading on to the boss. We genuinely enjoy a lot of these games, and I'm really digging this, Professor Ness.
Also now continuing his 2nd place with another boss clear.
Okay. Yeah, I'm worried. Explode your ear. If they don't have a good weapon for this boss, they may end up just taking a game over. I don't know. This is their last health. And Fire Boss is hard to dodge. Hard/impossible.
I don't actually recall glitching from Fire Boss in the version that I've played. Like, I know I could wall hug and dodge the straight shots. I'm not sure I could dodge the 5-way
they had
shots,
extra
but
health.
I'm pretty sure I can dodge the...
Okay, yeah. Explode your ear is definitely going to...
That would be interesting if Explode was the first one to beat Fire Boss.
Yeah, interesting. I think everybody else may struggle with it a little bit, unless they grab some of these health tanks. Yeah, Mike, it's ironic, huh? People watching this, liking bad video games? How weird. How novel. Okay, Proton John onto Machine Gun Bro.
In theory, it's all downhill from here for Explode, since he's beaten the boss that has been an else, and it's actually fairly useful. Only have 15 minutes left to...
Yeah, we do not have much time. It's starting to get to the end of this match. We'll have to see if Bangara can take this boss down. Having some extra health would definitely help. Wow, these fireballs. Interesting patterns, actually. I like them.
It's the same patterns, low, medium, high, and the best, although not 100% reliable strategy is to try to do a dash jump as they're coming down off their swing.
Okay, Bangara moving on to the next section. Again, he's the one to watch since he's definitely in the lead at this point. Proton John is a little bit behind. There's still a chance that he can start catching up. Socrates, with a little rushing, he may be able to do this. Proton John going back into this mini-boss here.
Proton has found, or Bangara has found a good grind point and is not too proud to grind for lives and tanks.
Let's see.
Remembers to go down the ladder instead of
I think Bangara, yeah, Bangara is doing a little bit of grinding. I think that's a good idea. The scary thing about grinding, though, is that, you know, you're sitting here spending time doing this, but you're worried that other people are a little bit ahead because of that. So, like, I could imagine Bangera getting a little bit stressed doing that, but he's done very well during this tournament so far.
No, particularly with Fire Stage, if you know it is not really runnable because of the fireballs, and you know that you are dying a lot to the boss, spending time grinding energy, then one death means you need to complete the entire stage again.
Yeah, the sub-bosses almost seem like they're more difficult than some of the bosses. I would agree with Chad.
The hitbox bug on Fire Boss here
Ooh, so great's taking a death.
Tougher than they...
Bangera also taking a death. I think Bangera did that on purpose, though, so that he could have full health and full gun power.
Exploud picking up another boss.
Nice! Exploud has gotten through 4. Wow, Exploud is really quickly getting back into this. So Krate's death right before finishing off the boss. It looks like Bangera's gonna do it, though. There we go. Boss is down for Bangera.
Lead. So we might just see a full clear.
Wow.
Bangera made a mistake. Bangera went age he'd already completed instead of the age. So now he's gonna kill himself.
I love it. Wow. I think finding a pit would be good. Death pit. Or something that'll actually do damage. Are there spikes? There we go.
Those work. That completing all 6 main stages unlocks the Z stage. I obviously did not have time to test that when I learned this version existed in the time the match started.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
It was just a input rather than a completion. Bangera might be locked out of complete. That is odd.
Wait, really?
So
yeah, he wins!
Plan is here.
Can he not select it? Oh my gosh.
I cannot select it.
I would suggest have him reset the game. Because he saved.
He quote-unquote saved, but the save feature didn't do anything in the version that I have. I might be able to do... I could maybe want to see a game clear in the next 10 minutes. I might be able to drop the busted version.
I love that the broken version is less broken in certain ways. Did Bangera break the game? He may have. This is bootleg at its finest. You know what? You know what might have happened? He may have, because of accidentally going into... Yeah, I think using a save state is going to be fine here to see if this is going to work. Using the load.
Yeah. Only I don't know which option is load.
Oh, that one. Maybe. Thank you, Cadus, for your help here. Okay, not gonna be that one. Yeah, so Bangera is just trying to figure this out to see if you can get into this. Okay. Loaded a save state. Here's what I'm gonna guess. If you beat all of the bosses and you re-enter a stage, then game over, perhaps it doesn't think that you can go into the Z stages. That's my
I
theory.
don't know, though, because when he entered the ice stage, was try to enter the Z stage. I hate a link if we want to advise that, hey, when they complete the first 6 bosses, they switch over to the with all the stages pre-unlocked, including the final stages. I would be quite alright with that.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Okay, so Kratos fighting this boss. So yeah, currently, the biggest question that I have is it going to break for anybody else?
Or I wonder if you need to like find and collect all the parts in order to unlock.
Yeah, go ahead and time Jez out, because that might be what he needs to do. I don't want any spoilers in chat about that. Or suggestions. You know, it's not a spoiler, it's a suggestion. Let's see. Yeah, we time everybody out here, but I think you might be right. You know, we just try to keep spoilers or help or hints out of here. I think you might be right, though. They can't hear my voice, so I can talk about it. Bangera may need to get all of the armor parts.
I said that this is a sort of game that we might actually see some salty runbacks out of, just because it is so on the threshold of almost being a good game if they'd gotten a few more things right.
No, Bangera! Onto the spikes. Yeah, it looks like it's almost enjoyable. Okay, Proton John moving on to Fire Boss. Let's see how he manages to do here.
We're chatting a bit with Cadus. I think just because there's so little time left, it would probably be difficult to get the runner's attention. We'll just keep on going with this version of the game, and if Bangera can figure out a way to proceed further, then Bangera proceeds further, and if not, then this is the de facto...
I don't think changing versions in the middle of the match would be a good idea at this point. Okay, Proton John just trying to kill this boss. One more hit, you just... No, John! Right at the end. Oh, that hurts. The only way to beat this game is to turn the power off.
In second, or is Socrates in second at this point?
I believe Proton John is currently in second. We'll have to see after this boss. I think he may be able to beat this boss this time.
Has 4 weapons, I think I saw. Okay, no, Proton is definitely ahead because Proton has 5 weapons, whereas Socrates has 4.
Wow. What a boss. Yeah, he just needs to figure out how to dodge at least one hit during this match. And I think staying in the boss's sprite is going to be the best option for that. Bangera still can't move on. It looks like he can't. Wow.
Actually, that's interesting. If it down to it, do we count of stage completion as or of time of last stage completion as progress, or do we count armor collection as progress if they are tied on stages?
If multiple racers end in the same place, we go by who got there first usually. Based on what I'm seeing here.
If armor ends up being required to unlock Z stage, and
but we really don't know that. And the runners don't know exactly what's required either as well. I would say, based off of the knowledge that we have here, we would have to go with what we said. Whoever beats the most bosses first takes the victory here. Unless Proton John can beat this boss and move on to the Z stages. If Proton John for some reason can start the Z stages, then he may be able to take the lead here. We'll see what happens.
Have one armor part.
Yeah, this boss is dumb.
I doubt that one armor part would make a difference if it's not.
Ooh! Proton John is asking chat, what is he supposed to do? Not die. No, this boss is total butts. He just needs to figure out how to get through this boss and not take hits. Bangera actually did a really good job figuring this boss out.
Socrates is down to just fire, so we could still see. It can complete the stage in 2 minutes.
If Socrates can, yeah.
Lead change. Proton is also having to restart the stage.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, chance we might see a lead change. Well, 2 minutes does seem kind of short for completing.
So let's see. Yeah, we've got 1 minute left. We are right at the end. Oh no! Proton John almost into the pit. Luckily, he managed to avoid it. Right at the end. Oh my gosh.
Socrates' screen transitioned underneath the pillar.
Really?
Our case there, game.
We're at the end. This is the end, my friend. Professor Ness.
Era going for the part.
He got equipped for body. Oh, baby. It's a good equip. I love how it kicks you out of the stage after getting that. Please, thank you.
One of the game's better features is saying, congratulations, get thing, now redo stage.
Well, you know what? You know, this was a fantastic match, but unfortunately we have to say, time, the match is indeed over. Holy cow.
Is a Proton Socrates explode? Is that the final order?
Let's go ahead and see what Kate confirms here. I believe it's Bangera, Proton John, Socrates, and Explode Your Ear. We do want to hear the official decision from the referee there. It looks like both Bangera and Proton John have the same amount of armor, but I think that the best idea is to go with who completed the stages in the order, since we've got something to consult on. Okay, Cadus, it looks like there's going to be some consulting. But yeah, with that said, Explode Your Ear currently on to a boss and fighting that fire boss, Professor Ness. That's illegal. Okay.
In my version of the game, I didn't have to fight Fire Boss. I just had to complete Fire Stage.
In my version, I like it. Oh my gosh, you're going to prison jail for that one. I like it. I like it. Yeah, it looks like Dogbra in chat is probably going to confirm.
Wait a minute.
A what?
I wasn't watching closely, but it sounds like Explode did complete a lot of bosses
Oh, Explode Your Ear
will be in the running.
just completed all of the bosses, not in time to really do, past Proton John, I'd say. But yeah, he has cleared all the bosses. So the question is, who completed 5 bosses first, Explode Your Ear or Socrates? So it looks like that is going to be the place where we have some debate going on. With that said, Professor Ness, I believe we need to start getting ready for the next match.
All right, I'll leave. I know when I'm not wanted.
No, Professor Ness! A teardrop
So,
down my cheek.
see you same time tomorrow, I think, for another lovely piece of entertainment software.
Oh boy, yeah, we do have Kusogrand3 tomorrow. So, Cadus, by the way, is saying that Explode killed Boss 5 first before Socrates, and because of that, Explode Your Ear actually took third there, putting Socrates in 4th place. Oh no, Socrates! I love you! I'm so sad. But there we go. That's what it looks like. Socrates got to all 6 boss rooms, but I'd say boss completed would be a higher priority than boss rooms reached. That's my opinion, Cadus. Hello, Tristan.
Hello.
Yeah, I see you sneaking around here. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You know, it's that was a game.
It was a good game. It was a good game. Fantastic.
I think today is going to be the day of GMs going a little tiny bit easy on their group, because there were a couple of people in chat saying that wasn't a terrible game, and then the one I have lined up for my group is also not incredibly terrible, but definitely Kusoge.
Proton John wants to know how the fire boss worked. Let's just say that the people who I saw getting through the fire boss, generally, they stood in the same sprite as the boss. So it looked like for some reason you didn't really take collision damage with most of the bosses. And because of that, they were able to get through that. Again, it's hard to say for sure exactly what happened, but that's what it looked like for me. So, Tristan, yeah, you have an interesting game coming up. What was it called again? Oh, Cave Dude.
Yeah, so it's... Excuse me, one moment.
Go ahead, run away. I'll miss you.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it's called Cave Dude, or Toto World 3, and the story behind it is it's a Korean bootleg for the Sega Master System that was going to get brought over to Europe in a 4-in-1 cartridge called, as the game Cave Dude, and the paperwork got signed, the cartridge got made, and then the company went bankrupt and never distributed it.
Well, doesn't that happen to all video game companies?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know much about my companies here.
But yeah, since the English version in the is in a 4-in-1 cart, I've given the racers the Korean version, which is called Toto World 3, but Cave Dude is so much better.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna call it Cave Dude, because it's a good name. Oh, and who is doing audio for us today?
In my typical tradition, I forgot to ask. Let me find out.
I love tradition, okay? So good. Good for us to have some tradition here. Ooh! Why am I'm seeing it just a little bit, and I'm getting some mad vibes. And specifically, the vibes that I'm getting are Hardhead vibes.
It does look a bit like Hardhead.
Oh, Tristan. Why? Why would you do this? Oh, by the way, everybody who watched the last match, I want to say thank you for stopping by. I know some people won't be here forever, and that is completely fine. Hopefully you enjoyed what you watched, and we'd be happy to have you back in the future, you know? Okay,
Let's go
back
with
to me complaining.
RBW for audio.
What's that? RBW?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so again, Tristan, why? I wanted to hop back to the important topic real quick. Why?
So, about a week ago, I didn't know what I wanted to stream. I was between major projects, and I fired up a program I wrote that just looks through every known ROM for everything 16-bit era and back and picks a game, and this is the one it picked. And I played it for about 2 minutes and then realized I have to play this. And just dropped everything I was doing and played through it over the course of about an hour and a half.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. If someone really gets